The Cavaliers coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Just off a road trip, the Pacers are back at home. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
Well, the streak is still going, but right now they're facing a team that's going to make it tough for that streak to continue. We'll see if they've got enough moxie and enough confidence and enough poise to win another one.
Yeah, and I bet they have a whole lot of confidence right now. I mean, I'm sure they feel like they can beat anybody, but you're right. This could be the toughest test for them yet to keep this streak alive.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. Down low, it's Love and
That athletic.
Yeah.
He's yours. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stop.
On the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. The shot by George, wide open. Can't capitalize on the good screen. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Dishes to Bogut, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Now, here is Hill after LeBron James's miss. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Pick by Mozgov. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Bucket's got his second bucket. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gibson with the screen on James. George dishes to Hill. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Hill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Passes it to Love. Love with the screen on George. Back to Love. It's stolen by Bogut. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. No good from Gibson.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
LeBron outside, and there's the pass to McCoy. Off target from 3-point range. Now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Indiana trailing here. Outside Hill. He dishes it to George. Five on the clock. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Love with the screen for LeBron. George against James. On the wing, Ellis. They get it back.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Uncovered. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's now 9 points for Freak. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Hill passes to Ellis. And the shot is good. George has got 7 points. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And let's take this break to recognize some of the league's small forwards that have been on fire at the charity stripe for all of the past month. Paul George on top.
And most impressive is that he's done it in the first.
At the line, you can't tell if it's a preseason game or the NBA Finals. Demeanor and stroke never wavers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Bogut. Hill comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's C.J. Miles in for Ellis. McCoy passes to Williams. McCoy, he's guarded by Hill. Here's McCoy. Can't get it to go. And Indiana will go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
And so here's Cleveland, following the score by Miles Turner. Thompson passes to McCoy. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Shumpert passes to McCoy. And Shumpert kicks to Varejao. Here's Williams. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Hill drives in. Got a hand on it. They're running. He lobs it up, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
The Pacers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Shumpert against George. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really a good job to take the second look at it. Would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
Talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life. I always had to prove somebody wrong, and, you know, still to this day. That's just the competitiveness that I believe my oldest brother built into me when I was little.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong. And for Hill, Gibson comes in for David Lee, and it's Paul George in for George Hill. Then for the Cavaliers, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Thompson. Mon Shumpert has come in for Kevin Love, and it's buckets. Williams C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. Taj Gibson is out there with Turner. And it's Ellis in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves played just phenomenally. He dropped in 17 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well, seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Ellis, counted his second make in 4 attempts.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
LeBron passes to McCoy, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And the shot is good. Miles has got 4 points in the quarter.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Verajao with a screen on George. Shumpert passes to McCoy. They set the screen. Picked by Verajao. No good from Irving.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
And he gets the bucket. And now it's just a 4-point Cavalier lead.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Pass to McCoy. Verajao dishes to Irving. Verajao setting the pick for Irving. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And Miles kicks to Ellis. From the stripe. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Ellis has got 10 points.
Ellis can really turn it on at times.
Pass to McCoy. Got it up. And no good trying to get that one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.